Sweet Bus is going to split this map in half, again giving players this time around the north side advantage and the west side advantage, because it's actually playing this pretty tightly here. So anyone landing in the snobby, greasy, pleasant, tilted area is going to have a fun time. Fatal, Lucky, Paradise, not so much. And if you're going Gus especially, another one, you just got quite the stretch in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, you still could make it, but obviously it's just going to be a much longer fly time, and by that time, people are down below. They're picking up. They're farming.
Yeah, someone's pretty much going to be eliminated soon. It's always going to happen within his first minute. I'm just waiting for it. Let's see who's going to be the first one to get that. But yeah, look, the people are still floating. This guy's already touched down here. And let's take a look at the map. Where are players landing? What looks to be really contested? Shifty Shafts. We actually see a little bit of battling there. Salty Springs. This is a big turnaround where it was uncontested by virtually no one. Now has 4 players in the middle of the map here. That's crazy. Flutana not too far from Salty either, just outside of Shifty, so depending on which way he goes, it's probably going to lead to a battle. And we've seen Zexor and Ritz pretty much battling back and forth every single day so far. Both these guys trying to say, hey, listen, I like the Viking landing. I'm trying to, you know, own this place.
That's right. I am the Viking. The victorious Viking. I don't know, I'm trying. Fun fact, Melside fastest elimination yet at 51 seconds in the game.
Melside coming in with it. And TTV Dougie with 150-meter longest elimination so far this round. How do you get a 150-meter this early in the game? He must have sniped someone out the sky or something close to it. Definitely a pretty impressive stat right there.
Oh, over to Issa, who's in trouble. He's facing off against the Storm King himself, Apostle. Down to 6, and it's enough.
Two very aggressive players going head-to-head early on. These are the players we saw at Shifty. Man, that's a tough situation to be in for Issa. You know, it's kind of, this is an opportunity for him to keep his lead. You don't want to really get eliminated because that can potentially push you down on, you know, pretty hardcore.
That's right. He is leading the pack with 7 points, but being shut down this early means he cannot earn any more.
It's going to put a pause on him. Ritz not really looking too good at materials here. He does have a fantastic loadout, but you know, he's kind of flirting with danger here, sticking around Zexro for a little too long. As far as we can tell, we've seen Zexro make it to these, you know, far in the game a few times, so I don't think Ritz has had a lot of success here, but he's still sticking to his gun, sticking to his game plan. Zexro seeing whites here. He's going to take advantage. There it is.
Zexro, the health difference.
Yeah, just confident in this shot here. He knew that pretty much needed to land 1 or 2 shots. P90 spray from a nice little distance there is going to pay off for him. So that's a, you know, good step in the right direction for Zexro early on.
Over to Thomas with the dynamite, looking to hunt this player down.
He wants camo. He didn't quite know where he was initially, but now he should be able to find him. There it is. Camo reveals himself, but Camo's still in the advantage as far as shielding goes, so Thomas has got to keep this high ground and hopefully land a shot to, you know, get that little bit of information, understand that he is shielded.
Now, Camo's not sure, right? He's on the back right now. He's not exactly sure what Thomas has as far as loadout. He did see the dynamite, but
that was so clean right there. Uses the cone to trap him over, then expose him from the side, lands his shots, but Ghost Camo's the one that's going to be victorious in the trade out here. With just 28 HP. That was a great shot. Ghost Camo nearly loses that engagement, though. Had he not had shield, it would have been all over.
And look at this. A Titan scram going head-to-head with Ego there, taking him down. Over to Calster in this replay.
Same play we just seen before. The cone overhead and doesn't side trap the walls when you don't have, you know, a trap to pretty much play there. You just go for the shot.
Over to Tux, who's got the most eliminations right now, holding that big-ass bonus throne.
And this is why Tux has it. Gafal's going to get taken out here by Tux. Tux is going to win this trade, too. Throws a tomato, says, eat it.
Double tomato.
Nicely done.
Give him the splat. And now we're over to Noward. Seen a lot of him throughout the day, shutting down Airwalks off the bat.
Yeah, Airwalks was pretty consistent up until this point, at least making it a mid-game. That's going to be an early game takedown for him as well.
Zeke up on top of Paradise Palms. Nikov down below. Very, very hurt right now.
This is rough for Nikov here. He's trying desperately to make it to the rift to go. It's pretty much time to bail. You got to you know, realize this is not your game right here. This is not where you want to be. You got to get out of here, dude.
Zeke shoots out the ramp, so Nikov couldn't quite get there.
That was almost his last mat, too. Had he just barely not had that pre-built ramp there, probably wouldn't have made it into the rift.
Checking out Fantastic, Sweet, and Sensi Gaming here. Above Tomato Temple.
Oh, no. Loses track of his opponent. He tries to make an edit that just doesn't go in his favor. I think he was a little too slow on the trigger there. I guess Sensi definitely deserves to win that battle. Definitely outperformed Fantastic there.
And now Tomato Temple belongs to him. Over to Ono Kill and Bella EU. Hand cannon shot. That was a giant number. I believe it was body
landing.
Shot.
Not so lucky for Bellu, though, because Ono catches Explode 57 meters.
Oh.
He was one shot just a little bit ago.
Well, all right. That was an entire situation that just turned on its head.
Totally flipped right there. The script has been changed. It's actually Ono's going to walk out of here. He's going to take some bandages with him. His loadout now at a max tier, basically. Golden heavy, hand cannon golden, upgraded heavy AR. That is actually insane. Here's a shot right here. After taking the hand cannon shot to the chest, we're about to see the 2 Hail Marys come in.
And he was backing up to get that
he
distance.
looked away. It was like, oh, fade away.
Wow. That's got to be tilting. Maybe just a little bit, but Evo's not looking too healthy right now. Screeky looking to close in.
It doesn't even matter. Evo's lands the pump shot where it counts. It's the epic rarity, which means it can put you down in one opportunity. That's all he needed. And Evo's hits the shot.
And inside, Wailing Woods down below in the secret mechanical bunker.
Yeah, this is a good place to be with the infinite, rift that's here, so people can continuously reuse that, and of course hop around and warp around this side of the map. This is the first we've seen of Wailing Woods all heat long, so good to see a nice, fresh scenery take here. Seth, another player we saw a little bit of yesterday, and it's a nice little highlight from Zexro.
Going against Just Illegal, trying to lock it all up.
And that is how he takes the lead on Elims. Zexro leading with 3 now.
And Swazu up top of Tilted Towers, Botch down below, not that far. There's actually a few people here on the outskirts of Tilted.
Yeah, Tilted is just one of those locations on the map that is always going to be contested, is always going to be, alert as far as the area goes. Low fatigue on Lacondo here, just kind of bunny hopping around, not trying to be an easy target for anyone looking in from the outside. And he's trying to get this advantage on Alcio, who he knows is pretty much in one shot. Can he load up this heavy sniper and bully his way through? That's exactly what he's looking to do right here. He's trying to find the opportunity, but now Alcio making multiple builds here. He gets control of that one panel. He doesn't own the extra walls. He's not looking to do it. Alcio tries to make a counter play there. Nearly as successful.
He's reloading that heavy sniper.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely a play to make.
Yep, so what he's going to do is going to use that heavy sniper to one-shot the enemy structure and try to bully his way through, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, and the key thing about the heavy sniper is it can break any structure in the game. Metal, stone, it doesn't matter what rarity or, how much HP it has. It's going straight through.
Ops to disengage. Interesting decision. Maybe he's not just respecting Oslo here and looking to make rotations.
Yeah, sometimes you make a lot of noise. It's going to attract other players. You got to recognize that, hey, sometimes, battles just take a little long. You want to end them quickly so you don't, fall victim to a third party.
Here he is again, Apostle. The raid boss himself on the edge of the storm, not that far away from the current safe zone, which is near Dusty, Retail, and Tomato.
Listen, Apostle's right where he likes to be. That's in the storm, battling players. he's got another opportunity. He does it time and time again. He's willing to wait for you and take you. One of those players that I talked about early on that you hate to see, like, dude, really, you're going to fight me right here? That's Apostle. He's that guy. He's that guy that's going to wait for you every time in the storm.
Well, I mean, he's 1v2'd in the storm at this point, so he's pretty comfortable.
He's also the guy that will minigun you in a close quarter combat. Apostle's ready to bring in with the dirty tactics. Daze is now trying to reset this and take the high ground. Again, time ticking on the clock here. 30 seconds now. Alert system is probably high on Daze Axe. He knows he's got to get out of here. This is where the pressure's up. The pressure of the storm will make people do reckless things, like, force the fight when you really don't want to. So we'll see what Daze Axe manages to do here, whether he's going to keep his composure or he's going to get out of here and realize, Apostle's kind of crazy.
He's very crazy.
Yeah,
looking to fight the storm.
Got to read players sometimes.
I believe it's been about a minute since the last elimination that we've seen in the current kill feed. Minute 30, actually.
Here's a nice little replay.
Botch in Tilted Towers. Grappler play comes out, and it's actually Zexro. He shut down Zexro right out of the gate.
What a clean connection right there. He didn't miss a shot. Every SMG bullet landed. That was very nicely done. Clean execution of a fight there.
Again, we come back to these two going head-to-head.
Look, Apostle is aiming the wrong way, Apostle. The storm safety is that way. He's coming this way. That's what I'm talking about. He's willing to take it to you in the storm every single time. DayZex doesn't want it. He's trying to disengage up the mountain. Apostle's not having it. He's not going to let him get away for free.
Look, he's actually running around the opposite side of the mountain.
He's cutting him off. I think DayZex definitely recognized, like, this guy still wants to fight, so he knew what was going to go down here. But now Apostle takes the lead on the storm here, which definitely changes things for DayZex, because you don't want to be in a storm first for too long. Apostle's going to eat a healthy, chunky shot right there. It's a nice little trade-off, and now it's a battle for the high ground. Apostle manages to make a mistake there. Whiffs a shot. He lands a nice body shot. DayZex looking good here. It might be his battle to win. And no, he's going off the disengage again. He's trying to back off here.
So much respect coming out right now.
Apostle's already committed too much to this battle. He wants to take this free HP. He does have a medikit. And it's going to be DayZex that lands the final AR shot. It was a very close one, and the rewards are now his.
So apparently, is DayZex fighting for that Storm King throne? I'm not sure what's going on. But now we're over to Swag. We just got a chance to kind of chat with him. Take a look. He's just outside of retail. Just chilling right now in his 1v1, just surveilling the land. He's got 56 players left in the current game. Yeah,
Swag definitely, you know, again, we talked about being in his first taste of competitive experience at this caliber of gameplay. It's a lot of pressure, but he looks like he's doing pretty well. And Ars2K is going to snipe him right out the sky. It's 144 meter. Ace following suit right behind him. That was actually a crazy shot just from up in the 1x1 on the hill right there.
And now we see these three players going at it. Swayze gets picked off, though. It was a snipe.
Right there. 52 meters. Another just close shot right there.
Max, another player we saw last game, just shutting down high-profile names left and right.
His end game, you know, where it is was really great in the previous game. Let's see if he can make it that far right now. It's definitely a tight situation. He's only got health pulled to his name. He needs some shield.
Now we get the new safe zone. It's a little northward, kind of near Tomato, between Retail and Tomato.
Yeah, and here's Ace. Ace was lucky enough to run through that pool of loot that we saw from the snipe that came out of Arson, so his materials are pretty okay, but it didn't seem like the spoilers were that good. Free nonetheless, though. Ozio. And that's Arson right there in that base, so Ozio's, you know, trying to land his shot if he peeks.
We see a few of these players utilizing this heavy sniper, man. They
still find
value.
Today. Yeah, it's true. A lot of snipers today. There weren't a lot of snipers in the previous heats and stuff, but it seems like the loadouts changed. People are looking for more of those long-range engagements. Heavy snipers just up in the loadouts.
Maxim not that far. Arson, Ace on the left, and also here. Oh, yeah. There's just some loot there on the ground. All right.
Grappler is just perfect for cutting the distance here. This was actually all unlooted, or maybe it was, but whoever that was had max materials, because now Ozio goes from pretty much double the resource economy. Now he's going to pick up max stone and max metal. Here's a little look at our elimination feed.
Yeah, Botch up top with 3, Scram, and Zeke there at 2.
Yeah, Scram not far behind. We've already seen what Scram can do. Arson 2K sitting up right there as well. This is looking good.
Now the current storm is moving in on the safe zone. This is where we're going to see players get forced together. There are quite a few around the containers that are probably going to start looking to engage, and some just outside Dusty Division just now entering the safe circle.
Yeah, look at Micho looking to play for position here. We see Crippa. Crippa, another dominant force, recently just on the rise from his performances in the heat. Manages to win himself a game as well. His loadout's looking pretty good. I like the hand cannon there. That's a strong one to have. Here's Osseo and Arson. They've been going at it for like a little bit of a mind game back and forth with their snipers, but that grappler, man, is going to be able to, again, just close that distance, get anywhere he needs to be.
Looking to push in.
And that's what happened. He gets there first. He gets to shoot first. That was barely a miss in Osseo. You can't let those opportunities slip before you. He's probably not going to get another one like it, and that's a sniper shot coming in. This is going to be his little home to kind of sit in for a little bit here.
Right now getting some pressure on the backside, though. Breaks the wall. He takes a huge chunk down to 65. And we get the new safe zone. It's up by the containers. Oslo just in a world of hurt right now.
Yeah, Oslo is definitely showing that he can fight back, though. He's landing some good shots in Arsene 2K, making him respect him as a player. So far, so good for Oslo. Manages to fend off all of the all the aggressors in his area. He knows he got shot in the back. He's looking for where that might have come from. But taking a peek out there is way too many fortresses.
Look at this. Got a little some coming out the sky. Now, keep in mind, Arsene, also Rojo, Scram, all very close to this. So the moment this touches down, they might all potentially fight for it, but we do have another 30 seconds before these players need to start making their way to safety.
That's Arsene's chest to get, man. He's got the grappler. He's probably the only players that can get to it.
Arsene,
maybe he doesn't even need it.
I'm so sorry. Please,
Arsene
calm down.
puts himself at max HP now with a point. That was a crucial elim. Picks up all that loot. We talk about the grappler to get this chest. It's all his now. He's hoping to find another 10 shots here. And Zeke tearing players up right now. 5 elims for him. Sitting high in the sky here, and there's more players below him. He's just going to keep this pressure up.
Arsene found 2 slurp juice out of that supply drop. No other upgrades, though, but the slurp juice is going to keep him topped off. Over to Zeke, who's making their way. And, I mean, just look at this congestion. Look at all these players trying to make their rotations now. They may have waited a little too long.
This is actually pretty fortunate for Zeke right here before he got shot, because the players are using and recycling. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the fact that they were recycling the launch pad makes that he can make the rotation on foot. But now being pressured, his building is incredible here. It's outstanding building right now. Not only fighting the pressure of the storm, but moving forwards perfectly, knowing how to, increase elevation and decrease elevation while staying completely supported. This is what we talk about. Late game material usage is tough.
It's Mitro, though.
It was going to happen. It was a tough, rotation to make. And when you're that low in HP, you can't expose yourself, and Mitro finds an opportunity.
Arsene here as well, taking shots. He had to burn the second slurp down to 1 HP, and it's not enough. Lodo secures the elim. And this is when players are going to look to scramble, get into safety, and we get a new circle that is back over the hill, back toward Dusty.
Yeah, well, once was a great zone for a lot of these players. It's quickly shifting now. They're fighting their way pretty much cross-country here in the Fortnite world. And now to double back. It doesn't even look like it's going to an area that, a lot of these guys can recycle materials on. So if you don't catch eliminations like Chundas here and really replenish your loot pool, you're going to have a tough time pushing backwards.
Got another 20 seconds. Players need to start considering their options here. And look at this gigantic pool of players on top of each other. The different colors you can see there through the walls.
Look at the clutter.
They're just waiting. They're like, hey, you make a move, and then all other 25 of us are going to shoot at you.
Yeah, pretty much pushing right back through that little retail crevice in the hill there. It's going to be 2, maybe 3 mountains that are going to have a small piece of the pie here as far as the zone's going to go. And then we're going to have that infinite shifting circle. So where you land up next is the most important, because it's going to dictate how you get to move from there forwards. People like Farron sitting really low on materials. He cannot burn too much to lead the push here. I think he's got to slow down his rotation and or catch a player pushing into him.
This lobby is about to be cut in half, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye on the kill feed. It's going to start lighting up. We already see Seth going down. Scram finds another elim.
I love what Farron's is doing here. Again, we just talked about how he needs to just kind of put the brakes on and find someone in his area, and that's exactly what he's doing. He kind of slowed down now. He's looking to push a player before the others get to this, this zone and huddle up. He's got to make a move now. He's just burning through resources slowly but surely. Swag's still alive, looking to contest this top positioning right now. He's unfortunately getting pressure, but he has the heals to kind of take this, and he's staying a little too long in the storm there. Diego's going to find him.
And now Farron's as well. We're going northbound again over a hill near the containers.
Farron's 20 mats lower than what we saw him in the past, so a little bit of pressure coming his way, forcing him to get into some builds.
Oh, down. He peeked out with the quad. That's what we saw. He was just trying to blow through some of these builds, and he immediately gets punished for it.
Tux showing that, why he's, in the lead for elims right now. Tux is at 4, picking up another player with a rifle. And not only that, he's playing high ground here with no materials. So, again, we talk about needing some elims or getting some of the gear you're fighting for. He's got to catch someone now.
50 seconds. The storm is about to start moving here.
Oh, he heard a player right below him.
It's Scram as well. Scram has been shut down.
That was perfect. That's a nice loot delivery there. It's going to be 500 mats for him to take with him. And he's got a grappler to get on out of here. So that's a mat conserver as well. He's back. Barons is not. Oh, no kill.
It goes back and forth. The Vic going down. And look, just again, watch that kill feed. A lot of players going to be eliminated here as they're trying to make their way to safety.
I like what Tux is doing here. He wants to keep the high ground, to keep his odds, in favor for picking up eliminations. And he's got the quad launcher. Look, he's going even higher now. Slowly but surely working his way up and fighting these players in the air where there's least amount of, contest as far as other players go to jump into these battles. And he's just inching his way up.
Yeah, again, watch the mats. I mean, he's doing really smart things by connecting those building pieces, keeping himself high, but he's burning quite a few mats, only with 10 builds left.
There it is, Tux diving in another 1-by-1. He's going to not land a shot. Unfortunately, Diego's going to catch it. The heal off is going to help Diego battle his way through the storm as well as he edits his way out. Motor now sitting right next to another player. It's going down here. We are in the top 10. Everyone now earning themselves a point. Skite still alive as well.
He takes down Nowhere with 3 elims on the table.
Skite picking up, I think, 2 already so far, so that's another quick one for him in a short period of time, putting him at max shield again.
Top 6. We got Chundis, Lodo, Skite, Mexi, Rascal, and Dealers. Skite's been in this position before.
Skite gets
That's
the
one.
elim right there. Doesn't matter. It's going to give him the HP that he just lost.
Did he see the mats behind him? There's a pile of wood right there.
I'm sure he does. There it is. He knows he's got to snag that. It's not going to be much, though. He needs more than that. Dealer swapping through his loadout here. Rascal's trying to hold these guys down and out. Skite's shooting at everything that moves right now with this RPG.
It's 3 left, Monster. Skite has been here before. Could he get 2 victorials like this?
He only has chillers, though. Is he going to swap?
Rascal's loadout is
awful. Barely misses the RPG.
The difference here, and it's not enough. Skite shuts him down. Skite 1v1 against Dealers.
Dealers coming out of nowhere from the low ground. Now it's his high ground, but Skite's going to be rewarded for his elim with some RPGs. He's going to bring this player down. He just has to hit a shot. He's doing that. He's going to be able to get it.
This player keeping up with the builds right now. Skite has about 3 builds left.
Trying to keep that RPG loaded. Dealer's trying to keep his HP high here. He doesn't have an opportunity to shield up again. Nice roof panel play there, and it was made. And it looks like Skite's going to come out victorious with the shots being landed. Nice SMG follow-up right there.
Absolutely crazy. Skite again with a second victory out here in the finals with 6 elims.
What a beast.
That is crazy.